Tonight's Gooder Entertainment production is brought to you by The Chopping Block, Minotti Woodcrafters, Pinkerton Pit Barbecue, Texas Oil Guns, JB Waterwell, All Fired Up Barbecue Cook-Off, Texas Original Charcoal, the Briscoe Ranch Cook-Off at the Crossroads, Smoke and Magic, Texas High Roller Events, Laredo Roofing Solutions, Navy SEAL Danny Deeks Memorial Classic, Texas Chrome Heroes Foundation, The Barbecue Store, Mr. Keen Sharpening Service, Cosmos Cube Products, Half-Fast Cookers, Damn Yankee Texas Barbecue, Rectag, Quattro D Drum, We Branded Promotions, Texas Barbecue Bash, and Bull Printing Wraps and Graphics. Thank you for supporting the So Smoking Gooder Show.
I call it bass boat.
Bass boating?
Have you ever seen a bass boat go down the water and everything like that?
Oh, and he nailed it. Oh, shit. Hashtag bass boat.
Hey there, everybody. This is Aaron the Retro Guy, host of the Morning Roast Radio Show, and you're locked in to the So Smoking Gooder Show. Give it to them, fellas.
If you're gonna put it in the box, put it in the box.
And stamp it.
Hey, we got any more beer in here?
Hey, what's up? I'm Cosmo, and you're watching the So Smoking Gooder Show. So grab a drink, park your ass, and don't forget to smash that subscribe button and ring that bell so you don't miss a thing. I'm Cosmo, and you're watching the So Smoking Gooder Show. So grab a drink, park your ass, and don't forget to smash that subscribe button and ring that bell so you don't miss a thing.
Hey, this is Josh Hale, Sure Shot Barbecue, and you're watching the So Smoking Gooder Show. The Corn Dog King.
Hello, I'm Joey Smith with Texas Chrome Barbecue. Here watching the So Smoking Gooder Show. Did I say that right?
Are you ready to turn up the heat?
1, let's go!
Because you've just tuned in to the one and only So Smoking Gooder Show. We're coming to you live from Bullhorn Barbecue headquarters in Cypress, Texas. This is the show where we talk all things barbecue and brews, and you better believe we're here to have a good time. Get ready for the man who knows barbecue like the back of his hand, the guy who can tell you the difference between an IPA and a stout blindfolded, and the life of every party, your barbecue pitmaster and the host with the most, Rob Arocha. Whether you're part of the Gooder Gang or just here for the special guests, barbecue competition updates, or maybe even to rate some boxes, strap in, fire up those smokers, and crack open a cold one, because the So Smoking Gooder Show starts now.
Boom! What is up, everybody? Welcome to another Wednesday with the So Smoking Gooder Show. Gooder Gang, thanks for chiming in. We're 40 deep and we just getting started. I'm excited. We've got a special co-host tonight. She's never done this before, so we're all going to experience it together. But we've got Miss Stacy Hale on tap. She is Miss Sure Shot Barbecue. Actually, Miss Sure Shot Barbecue is Lainey Hale. She's Mrs. She's part of Sure Shot Barbecue. You can see her each and every weekend out on the trail. We're excited to have Miss Stacy Hale as our special guest co-host. And then, of course, the man of the hour, we're going to have Captain Joey Smith of Texas Chrome Heroes Foundation and now Texas Chrome Heroes or Texas Chrome Outdoors. We'll get to learn all about that. But we got a big contest coming up in 2-3 short weeks. Actually, 2 short weeks, pretty much coming up. El Campo. We got the big contest at El Campo at the Lost Lagoon. It is the Texas Chrome Heroes Foundation. We're going to be hearing all about that tonight. We hope that you can attend. We're going to try and get as many people as we can to attend this fun event. This is one of my favorite events of the year. Get to hang out with our barbecue family in a really cool resort setting. They've got a beautiful pool with unpotential bar. What am I trying to say? Yeah, the not open bar. It's definitely not an open bar. They will give you a wristband and you've got to keep track of that. But that's all part of the fun. You never know what your tab's going to be at the end of it. Well, we'll talk to Joey about all of that and what we got lined up for that. Well, we'll get Stacy in just a minute. She's still getting situated, but there's some really cool things that happened in barbecue. Did you guys check out Barbecue Brawl on the Food Network? Big shout out to our competition partner, Mr. Brad Leininger from Getting Basted. He presented himself very well. These quote unquote barbecue shows are, yeah, they do some barbecue, but a lot of it is kind of chefy, in my opinion, to where you have to have some other like chef skills to really advance in this kind of competition out there. But our man Brad Leininger did a phenomenal job. He was able to tie both. He owns a restaurant, so he has some chef history or some experience. So he did very well in those. And of course, during the barbecue portion of the contest, he shined. We know Brad very well from kicking everybody's butt, in the U.S. He's team of the year. He's world champion multiple times. He knows what he's doing. So we sent the very best of us to go and compete in this, and he did a phenomenal job. He tied for first at the very whole end of this 12-week grueling competition. He was one of the final 3. He lost the tiebreaker to the man that won, the Mountain Man, Kyle. I don't know his last name, but Kyle. We'll try and reach out to those guys to get them on. But man, what a cool show. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. They are casting. If that's something that's interesting to you, something you feel like you could go out and do, Joey Machado posted that, and we'll share it tomorrow on our page. You can check us out, and I'll share what that casting call was. And submit. You never know. Turn it in. You get a call back. Hopefully you get a call back. See how that goes. Georgia's Kyle Briner. Thank you, producer Ty. One of the best in the business. So anyway, if you guys had not checked that out, spoiler alert. I should have said that earlier. But what a great show. Again, that just ended last Sunday. That is the Food Network's Barbecue Brawl. Okay. Last order of business. Hope for the Hill Country is this coming weekend. There are a handful of spots still left. This is benefiting, people that everybody in the Hill Country. We understand what happened with the devastating floods at the beginning of this month in July 4th weekend. So there is a contest. A lot of the proceeds, I think most of them, if not 90% of them, are going to the Hill Country. Jimmy from Mr. Keen will be attending. He will be out there sharpening knives. He said everything that he garners this past weekend will be donated back to that. There he is right there, Mr. Keen Sharpening Service. All right. I think we've tied all that. And it was my birthday on Monday. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Rob.
Thank you. They can all come in and give me some birthday wishes.
Some happy birthday love. He's old as hell.
Why not? He is old as hell. You are absolutely right. Okay. Enough of me. Let's get our special co-host of the evening in. We're talking about Miss Stacy Hale from Sure Shot Barbecue. I wore her husband's shirt so she wouldn't feel all alone tonight. It's you and me and Josh on my shirt. What's up, Stacy? How are you?
Good. How are you?
We're good. I'm excited for. Are you excited? Are you You're not nervous, are you?
I don't know what to expect. I'm gonna go with it. I'm excited though. It's new.
Very good. Well, it's
Something new.
fun.
We'll
It
see.
is something new, right? It's fun to check in with you. Our families are really good families, good friends is what I meant to say, on the barbecue trail. So we love hanging out with you guys. I've called y'all, Danny is the barbecue homie, but y'all are definitely right there. I guess Eddie would say the gumball. But how are things with you guys, man? I know y'all haven't been cooking as much. I know y'all had some family stuff going on. Of course, we had all the rains and the floods and everything. I know that affected your area. How are things with the Hale household at the moment?
We are good. Man, we started the moving process and selling our house in March. So once we started that, it didn't end until June. Then it was getting settled in a new house. Both of them started flag football.
Damn.
Then I know it's a lot. And then the flooding, things are starting to look up over here, so that's good. We're gonna hopefully start getting out a little bit more, which will be nice.
Absolutely. I know that last couple weeks ago in Hempstead and in Temple, we were able to hopefully get some donations. I hope you received all them and put them where they needed to go. I'm sure you did.
Yeah, we thank you, by the way, to everybody who brought stuff to Hempstead or Temple. I delivered everything from Hempstead already. They were super grateful for everything. They kind of have a checkout list system, so they know it's going to people just in the community.
Wonderful.
Super unfortunate to have to do that, but I guess people were randomly coming that don't actually live out there. So
Terrible.
they had a great system for everything. And then I'm gonna get hooked up with Donnie Howard in Bandera and get everything from Temple, and I'll just make a second trip over there.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Well, thank you for bringing that to our attention. We had no idea. We heard a lot of the news coverage from Turville and where it was, but man, they were having a hard time where you are in Leander. So thanks for bringing that to our attention. And the Gooder Gang steps up. They're amazing, and they did their part, and so it's really cool that we could do a small part for that. And thank you for putting raising the flag for that issue there. So all right, of course. But y'all are back cooking. Maybe is this what's the plan for y'all going
we're
into
trying
next?
We're definitely going to go to Bandera, and then we're going to go to Los Lagoon.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the barbecue store would be next. So we're gonna round out August every other week, and then we got big stuff to look forward to this year. We have the Jack and then the Royal. So we're gonna see what happens.
Going to the Jack. I'm sure y'all are planning for that, huh?
You know how we plan.
Not quite yet.
Yeah,
not quite.
We'll get there.
We're not 3 weeks out yet.
We'll get there.
We're close. Who's going to be in your crew going to the Jack? Is that kind of
it's the kids want to go, so obviously kids are in that crew.
Absolutely.
Us and Reagan, and we're lucky enough that the guys that had us cook for them in Houston, they're going to make the trip out there to hang out with us, which I love. Other than that, that's it. Just going low profile.
I like it. I hope you take in everything that the Jack has to offer. Do the parade, do the eating, whatever it may be. I don't know. I haven't been there yet, but we'll get to hear your experience from it after. Stop it, Ty. Stop it. We'll get to hear your experience with that afterwards. So
cool.
All good. Are you ready to do this show?
Yeah, let's do it.
I like it.
Ready.
I got my special co-host, Miss Stacy Hale. First thing we do, Stacy, and is we give shout outs to the Gooder Gang. Ty's going to play some music. It sounds like Journey. I like it. I don't know if you can hear it on that end, but we'll get you talking here in just a minute. But first in, Carlos Calzada. Sup, Gooder Gang? Hope all is well. Thank you very much. Mr. Keen Sharpening Service, Evening Gang. Teresa Edmondson, what is up? The Dude Barbecue, ZZ Top Fan. We got Chase Vincent in the house. Daddy Dutch, Nicho Eredondo. Good evening, everybody. G Walt, what's up, G Walt? James Miller, we got Smoked on Main Street in the house. Lucas, all the way from the other side of the pond. Speaking of which, we'll go over those results as well in the wrap-up recap. Jen Lee, good evening. An update to Danny Dietz. Let me read this. We are at 72 teams. Better hurry and sign up so you don't end up on the back 40. All right, get signed up. 72 teams. That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
It's very good.
We still got like 6 weeks out. Who else? We got James Park, Mr. Rocha. Hope you had a great birthday. Thank you very much. Cast Iron Cookers. There's Carl with another GC this past weekend. Q82. That's a new name. What's going on? Welcome to the show. Cook Shack Barbecue. Been checking this guy out on TikTok. You got a great TikTok, my man. That's Cook Shack. Go follow him. Jared McCrory, Barefoot Cookers. Matt Casper. What's up, Sam DeMeritt? Brandon Perriman, always forward. There's Kevin. What was it? Justice for Kevin. Hashtag justice for Kevin.
Justice for Kevin.
Stacy Hale was your hype woman for a long time there, Kevin.
Number one fan.
Brendan Yoakum, the Broke Boys Cooking. What's up, man? How are you? Okie folks. There he is. There's AJ. We got Corby in the house. David Willis, Stephen Lozano, Smoking and Toasting. They GC'd recently in Hempstead. Alex Villanueva, what's going on, my man? Happy birthday. I appreciate you, bro. Yes, it was the other day. Thank you very much. Lance Meeks, Pit Life in the house. All right, let's get to the bottom of this because we got a guest in the green room. Who am I missing? Anybody new? G. Walt is back. Daddy Dutch. Lisa Desjournay, happy birthday. Thank you. Mine is tomorrow. Well, happy birthday, Lisa. She was the promoter of the Curly Q Classic. I'll answer that in just a second, JJ. Curly Q Classic. They did a great job over there. Smoking Volts was the GC, and our Texas boys did okay. We had Timmy Esch was there, and Shane and Lacey from Damn Yankee Texas Barbecue. There it was. We'll go over those results in a minute. Who else we got? David Willis, everybody. I think we got Buddy Northrup. What is up? Armando De Luna, Smoking D, Shaler Chapa, Enrique Munoz, Reagan Broche. There he is right there. Y'all hi. I am.
Hey.
Not yet. Look, he tuned in for you. We don't really get a Reagan sighting very much.
He's cheering
My
me
name's
on.
Reagan Brazier of La Pasadena. You're watching the So Smoking Gooder Show. Are y'all high? Because I am. Enjoy the show.
That's one of my favorites. That is one of my favorites. No, Eddie is still a part of this show. I think JJ was the guy's name that asked that question. We had this show from the very beginning with me and Case, and then we went to a special co-host format like you're seeing right now. And then Eddie stepped in for about a year and a half. Appreciate Eddie. Eddie is still a part of this show. We're going to have Eddie on. He's just going to be in a rotation, just like what we're doing with Miss Stacy. Hopefully Stacy's in a rotation. We'll see how she likes it. We'll get her feedback after all this. But no, it's just fun. We keep the show fresh, keep it new, keep it different. And that's what we're doing here. So Eddie is still a big part of this show. Eddie was a big contributor, and I appreciate Eddie and what he's done. And he's still going to be coming back. Don't worry. Eddie is still a part of this show. Can't get him out of that Rate My Box segment. So Eddie will be back here shortly. All right, let's do it. What do you know about this guy we got coming on tonight, Miss Stacy? Why don't you hype him up? Can you do that real quick?
Hype him up. Wow. Joey is also a world champion of his own in barbecue and started a genius idea to come up with the Texas Chrome Heroes Foundation to help veterans and first responders dealing with PSD. And he's expanded that into Texas Chrome Outdoors, which hopefully he'll talk more about because I don't think that's touched on enough. But man, he's constantly just striving to help other people. That's literally what he does with his free time.
Absolutely. And we love him here on this show. He's been a longtime supporter of this show, and we love supporting the Texas Chrome Heroes Foundation. Let's bring him on right now. We're talking about Mr. Joey Smith of the Texas Chrome Heroes Foundation and Texas Chrome Outdoors. Y'all haven't heard this microphone. He's going to make me sound bad tonight because he went out and spent some money, because we're going to talk about that as well. But good evening, Joey. How are you, Captain?
What's up, everybody? Golly, this is like, I've got goosebumps about just being back in the barbecue world right now to even talk to you guys. This is awesome.
Well, we miss you over here. We get to see you in San Antonio, it feels like, and the Texas Chrome Heroes Foundation. I know you got other stuff going on, and we will get to all of that. especially this new equipment that you have right now. Sound amazing. You look great. How's that coming along? We'll touch on it here, but is it so far sound good?
Yes, man, yeah, it's loud and clear, and man, it's a whole game changer. As you and I have been working on this in a few weeks, helping me get this thing dialed in.
Well, shit.
Oh, he's making you look bad, Rob.
I know. He sounds amazing. He's got the headphones on. He looks
You're
great.
gonna have to step up your game.
How's my microphone sound, Ty? Are we okay? Sometimes it picks up another one.
Yeah, you sound good.
Thank you, Ty. Ty sounds good too. Well, Joey, welcome back to the show. It's been a little while. It's been about a year since we've had you back on. We appreciate all you do and have done for the sport of barbecue. You're still involved with barbecue, bro. We see you all the time at the San Antonio Stock Show and Rodeo Barbecue Cook-Off. We see your hat thrown around. You seem to do well at that contest, even taking weeks off at a time. That seems to be your wheelhouse contest, and I love that. But talk about what you've been doing outside of barbecue, and then we'll touch on barbecue because, this is a barbecue show, bro. Let's go.
It is a barbecue show, and we're doing a little bit down here. And as you know, I'm jumping in the podcast world with you guys, and everything that I've done from the fishing coming to this is just been. I'm not a very good advertiser about what I do. I just go touch hearts and do what I do best. But to get the support, and you got to get out there, and that's the part that I've failed at. But it's not really failing. My focus was on taking care of veterans and first responders, and we still do that, but we just don't show it as well as that we should be. And now it's time to get it live out there and start filming this stuff. And we're doing videos too, and we're getting all this gear put together, and I'm very excited of what we're bringing to the table and branching off. Like Stacy said, we're doing our stuff down here as well, and it's just never got shown yet. But and this is my 4th year to come down here full time. It's a life changer. Ernest and I talk about this a lot because he broke off to chase his dream. And a lot of mine was to get back to simple life, to be able to help people as good as I can, to get out of the rat race of trying to keep up with the Joneses kind of thing.
Yeah.
So Stacy and Josh knows that quite well. They've got to come visit us a couple of times. And she goes, holy cow, you are totally different people right now. and we have been. And
it's refreshing. It's really cool to be down there and kind of actually also hear about that end of it. With Texas Chrome Outdoors, because a lot of people haven't heard about everything down there too. So it was fun to learn about.
Yes. And we're not getting out of the barbecue world of it. Our focus was now that we can announce it now. Texas Chrome is actually has his official spots and named at the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo. Paperwork is done with Houston. So that's our next big chapter to do this with. And to get into the big rodeos, it was a thing for us that's where we can shine, and we want to support the rest that we got some great pitmasters coming up that's going to spread out of what we do and get involved with the cook-offs. Brandon and them are working really hard right now, getting a schedule done of things that we're going to be involved in barbecue, because we're going to be in more of the smaller events. We're not chasing the big stuff. We're going to get into these VFWs. We're going to get into the first responder cook-offs. Those are the things that we need to get back to ground bases, because we let it go real big. Well, guess what? We got our 2 big cook-offs. We love San Antonio. It's a home for us. Houston accepted us so well, and to make this transition to Houston has been a blessing for us. So those are our 2 highlight cook-offs. The rest of them are going to be taking care of the smaller tier stuff. And get with the organizations. I mean, we have a lot of organizations we're working with, of course, CBA, Lone Star, those. No matter what it is, our biggest thing is to take care of the veterans and the first responders at those cook-offs and make that a fun time back the way it was and really get back on the plan.
Bro, that's amazing. So you're going to be tied in. Y'all are going to have a spot at the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo now. You already have one at or more than one over at San Antonio. Y'all got like a nice little compound over there. That's amazing, man. That is wonderful news. Is it how many spaces do y'all have? Do you know that?
We have 3 spaces.
I love it, bro. That's amazing. That is great.
Well, you know what it is, man. It's it's just that place gives me goosebumps, and I've been fortunate to walk there a lot, and it's wild the stress level to go into that thing. But a lot of people look at that place as like the devil's advocate cook-off. You know, it's that big world championship cook-off to get into, but also on the other hand, you're going, why do you want to go do that? Well, we had the support to go there.
Mhm.
And when you have the support and the people want to see it shine and grow into something, you just got to go with it sometimes. You just got to do the leap of faith. And I really believe in Houston of what they got to bring for. I mean, I got there with OBR. That's how I got those trophies sitting over there across there, which I should have shoved them over here behind me. But to go through that and feel like that you got a home, when you get into these big rodeos and the big money that the people put out that believe in what you do, you've got to do it. And y'all all see it. Y'all do it in a whole different fashion. You know, we're running a foundation, but y'all are doing it in the barbecue world of the family. And I miss that so much, guys. I follow y'all so much. And then we're doing the Texas Chrome Outdoors now. And we had 30% of our veterans that didn't want to be in that part of that. And I didn't want to leave them out.
Yeah.
So that's when we get to that in a minute.
Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
the next birth of this that's going to break open, and then starting a podcast to really put it out there for everybody to really learn and know and actually educate myself to just keep feeding it out there, because y'all have all both told me Stacy is probably my worst advocate of being on my butt like a great sister, because I do it wrong a lot, but we make it happen. It gets done. The veterans get taken care of, but you know, we just never put it in a spotlight, but people want to know, and we just got to do it. It's just part of life. And thank you, Stacy. You've been a great help with y'all coming down and being a part of our life and how we started together. You always told me never forget to focus where you started. So thank you.
Yeah,
Love it.
100%. We benefited from that hands
Yes.
down so much. And when we go back to visit, we've gone to POC twice now, and it's kind of just that reminder, and it's a refresher of what's important and where you put your time and energy into, and that it's okay to slow down. And I think, you know, for Josh, you know, being the one who kind of started going through the program, it's not just for him, it's like can be your whole family.
Yes.
It's valuable.
That's amazing. That's awesome. And how about that? Y'all spawned. They went through the program, and you're looking at them. How proud of you were you last year when they won that grand champion at Houston? That had to be a proud papa moment at that point. I felt like that just being their friends. How did you feel?
I felt well over and beyond, and you know, I couldn't get to them. You know, you get into that realm of that stuff, and I've got to spend time with them when he came down to really just say congratulations, phone calls, and it's how it works there. And to see it, and I get to follow this each and every day, and I don't leave barbecue. I don't respond to a lot of stuff, which I love to do, but I'm going to be talking about it a lot because it's a family that I'll never break up from. It's just a different era where I'm going to now, and what I've birthed down here, and to make it all follow too, because it's in my heart, and y'all know it. I've been involved with this so many years of barbecue, and to leave the circuit was probably the hardest thing I ever done in my life. And
when did you start, Joey? Because for those that don't know, it's crazy how quickly the field changes, right? You know, we got a lot of younger cooks in here. Some may be doubtful, but some maybe just be hearing your name for the first time that don't remember you but Joey, you're a Texas legend, bro. When you've been through this massive growth of Texas barbecue competition barbecue. You know, when did you start? You just mentioned it was hard to kind of take that to say, you know, I'm not going to be a full-time competitor anymore, because you're great, dude. You're refreshing. You're a breath of fresh air on the competition circuit. You're friendly. You can talk to anybody. We can talk to you. So, you know, talk about that. How long you been doing this, and kind of give your background so people that maybe don't know a little bit about you.
2006 was probably my first time, babe. I think, you know, I look back at this as feels like a decades behind. You know, we had that.
Stacy was still in school at that point.
Yes, probably so. And I consider
True
them my
that.
kids because I do. Just because going through that, we were going like we had one website that actually started birthing back then, and I forgot what it was, and I was following that stuff, and I was just
Barbecue
Was it on
Brethren or something
MySpace?
like
yes, there you go. Yes. So,
that?
and other than that,
this
that
is before MySpace.
it's watching your surroundings and what you're cooking against, and you always think about this because I didn't chase anything small. I got to cooking, and to me, as I started, of course, it took sponsorship, and luckily for I had Crown Royal were one of the first sponsors with Budweiser. And I showed up, and Cass goes, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm dragging the barbecue trailer we just painted in red." And if anybody remembers the first one, that was back when we were Joe's Cook Shack, I think, or whatever it was. It's crazy.
Cook Shack, yeah.
Yes. And I rolled in their parking lot, and I just went into their office going, "Hey, I'm looking for sponsorship for barbecue competition," and man, they gave me like $2,000 and like all the unlimited Budweiser I could drink. And I walked out of there and I said, "We're going to freaking rock this world." So my first 4 years were first place party and last place barbecue. So
that's great. A lot of teams started that way for sure.
Yes. But as we went on, it just birthed of hanging out with some great barbecue folks, and it's our OGs. Now I'm looking back at them and can't even name a lot of them. I've gone to so many funerals about this too. And
that's terrible.
The last 5 years, I've got to go asked to just go speak at these things and going, man, we battled some stuff and we always chased each other. And what was cool about it was this: we were all friends on Friday, potluck dinners, we all hung out. And when it was Saturday morning, we were total assholes to each other. We're going after one another. And then all of a sudden it's like, "Where are you cooking? Where are you cooking?" And we just followed one another. And that's where it kind of birthed from. And I just loved the competition and the heart of it. And that's where barbecue family was made. And man, when we got through all that stuff, Joey Machado, man, for watching him to go what he started from back there with B&B, and he was part of that circle too. And he is the hashtag barbecue guy that said hashtag barbecue family. He started that to me in my eyes, and it was always about that. And I really respect what he's done for himself and going through all the steps. And we've all gone through hiccups through all this because it's fast. I mean, to me, I just feel like it was yesterday, and I miss it dearly. Like, I'm looking at the trophies. I have my prize stuff over here. Looking here, you're looking at my fishing in the background, and it's just it has been an amazing road, and I would not change a thing about it. And I would just do it all over again in my second life. I wouldn't change a thing.
That's cool, man. That's very important. Reagan says, "Love you, brother." I do have a question. Thinking back to the origins of Texas Chrome Heroes Foundation, you were like you said, since 2006, you were a competitor, going in there, hanging out, doing our Friday things, doing our Saturday things, driving home, doing it all over the next weekend as a competitor. What was that spark, or what was that moment where you said, "I want to pivot to the Texas Chrome Heroes Foundation"? Well, it probably wasn't called that at the time, obviously, but what was that moment to where, what birthed Texas Chrome Heroes Foundation?
Well, it was a lot of love, a lot of stuff. Cause I grew up, I grew up in VFWs most of my life. So most of my cook-offs that I supported, Leander, the Cedar Park cook-off, that was all kind of all my veteran stuff, that family that I kind of grew up with, that I just kind of grew into that to help that cook-off. And it was a place I hung out. I mean, it's where all my grandfather's family and stuff hung out, and I was just all surrounded about it all the time. And I guess probably about 3/4 through my career of everything that I got to do. Me and Ernest ran with Smithfield for a while. We got to do some amazing things. Just to go through the count of the cook-offs and the stuff that we did, and me being with OBR. So when I got out of OBR, I really started thinking about helping people a lot, because that right there, this flood thing that we just talked about right here, Cassie and I sat here and cried, because this is one time in my career, in my life, that I didn't have my own business that funded everything that I moved to help people. Right now, it's all about gathering stuff up and doing our thing. And we couldn't leave to go do that deployment. And I always took care of Texas, and y'all knew that every time we moved for that. So when I left OBR, I'm gonna sit here. Here you go. You're trying to get those teary moments.
You just it happens with you.
It always does. But when we did that, and I started volunteering for these game ranches and stuff, and started working with veterans and people that I met a ton of veterans that come with OBR with us, and they kind of followed me because I was the lead. And it was great that you develop a circle. And when you develop a circle of friendship and brotherhood, and to be a part of that group and the first responders, I'm telling you, when you develop that and you find out their needs and stuff and what they experience, me and Brandon and Alma and Cassie decided, let's go. We ought to tackle that. He goes, what an idea. And these guys were going into a different path, and we brought them in the barbecue world, and it was crazy. We didn't know if it was going to work. We had no clue it was going to work. And as we rolled through it and going through Josh and Stacy and Carlos and seeing the spark and relight someone's life up, I decided that we were going to focus on starting that foundation and kind of tackle that world and stay in the barbecue and want to be competitive. Don't get me wrong, because when you get these guys involved in your circle, they're always competitive. They left from being competitive. They feel like they're not good, and you just got to keep chasing something. Maybe it's different. And we took guns out of their hands and put them with some knives and some injection needles, and here we are.
Hey.
Hey, they're just carving meats now. Hold on, man.
Stacy, what do you remember those early? Stacy, what do you remember those early days going through the program or hearing about it, or how did that happen for you guys?
Well, one of Josh's friends at the time actually signed him up for them to do it together. Josh was like, I'm not doing that. It's not happening. He was like, yeah, well, I already signed us up, so you're going to do it. So they went, and it was Leander VFW was their first one. And then literally he just took it from there, but everything was brand new, never done anything serious, like competitively in our lives. We did a little bit in high school with like some of our friends, but we were more the party aspect of trying to win stuff at like an old cook-off they had in Liberty Hill. It wasn't the cooking part of it. But from there, Josh just wanted to go all the time. That was kind of it.
Yeah, he got the bug going through that program. That was pretty awesome. So Leander, I guess Joey was there at the time. We all Joe. This was early on, so Joey was there, and yeah, that's
So that first place,
I think this was
actually went home with Josh. So I'd like to know from that first place trophy from now, how many do y'all have in your household?
I don't know.
That's pretty cool.
Too many to count.
I will say right now in our household, we only have one, and it's our Houston one because we just got it.
Yeah. So a lot of us, as y'all's careers, but there's a storage compartment for stuff and all the certificates and stuff. I had to go clean out mine. So I threw away a little over 1,500 top 10 certificates.
Oh my God.
My gosh.
1,500. My goodness. A legend, ladies and gentlemen. This is yeah. You got to make room. Got to make room for more. We're always hoping to get one walk, right? I don't know.
Funny, back in the day when we started, those things were like a prize down. Look at the trophies that we're offering, and Danny Deeks and everybody else. You look at those because you didn't have that back then.
That's still one of my favorite ones right there. The Texas Chrome Heroes Foundation tall trophies they're amazing. Are they the same coming up this year as well?
Same, but different.
I like it.
Different colors and stuff. We don't keep nothing the same, but it's just after going to Memphis in May, I wanted a statue of a trophy that was like that was a year in, year out, but different flame, different colors, same statue. So
yeah,
to me,
to me, you got to keep it. It's now iconic in Texas because that's one of one that you can get that style trophy that I'm aware of.
Yes, that is veteran built.
veteran built. I got my first place rib over it, but I love it's still
All
my favorite.
All the wood is built from a veteran that
Very nice.
is a sponsor with the Texas Chrome Heroes Foundation from to now till we finish, that will do anything for us, and that's big heartfelt for that.
Well, let's talk about the event. It's coming up August 15th and 16th at the El Campo Los Lagoon Resort, and it is beautiful, ladies and gentlemen. As far as an RV park resort, it looks brand new still. I don't know how many years they've been in business, but it is full concrete, power, water, everything. The pool ends. Not only that, I don't know how many spaces. I think they have 200 plus spaces out there. I don't know how many we get from the barbecue side, but they also have, full bar. They got a pool with a cabana bar. They've got stuff for kids. They've got their own little play area for the kids. They've got an RC if you're into remote control vehicles. They got an RC track out there. It's
got a
just
golf course now, so little mini golf course going on. New water slides. It's everybody is coming this year. Big screen TV and a whole amphitheater stage that's over the water.
Okay, damn. So they've improved just from the last year. It's a wonderful time. Stacy, how do you, with the young kids, enjoy that contest?
Oh, I feel a little guilty because they love it. That's probably their one thing they look forward to. They miss the third day of school for it every year. They're not going this year, so they're probably gonna be a little sad about that. But
Do they know?
I broke it to Lainey because I could say, but you're going to the Jack, and that's why you can't just miss school for everything. But man, they love it. They're exhausted by the end of the day. They have s'mores and like duck races and a craft area and arcade. These stupid wristbands where they can buy anything they want, which is terrible. I think Brantley got like 10 slushies last time we were there. Didn't even realize it. So it's fun though.
Yeah. So he's got the thank you, producer Ty. He's got it up here. Look at that. That's a cool ass play area. That pool is phenomenal. It's gorgeous. They've got a lazy river around it. Like I said, they got the bar. They have swings. It's beautiful. Stacy and Josh, they're the repeat champions again. Y'all had some big ass wins this last year. I love it. It's great.
We had a good year.
But Joey, talk about what that event does for the Texas Chrome Heroes Foundation. Let's try and get as many people as we can to go out there and support this event. Again, we can talk about it till blue in the face, but until you go and experience what we're talking about, it is a contest like none other. It is one of my favorite, if not maybe my favorite one that we do here in Texas, just because of the people around it, what it's for, the venue. Talk about it, Joey, and let's try and get some people out there. If you're on the fence, listen up real quick, because this is a great contest with a great cause.
Yes. So what's cool about this event, I'm not cooking it. None of our lead people cook it. They're just pit coaching. I think we got 10 veterans this year. I actually got 2 of them driving motorcycles from South Carolina to enter the event.
Oh, nice.
Signed up for the program. So this is going to be really cool. We got a lot of new faces, and we are turning some of our veterans, which is cool, that I can't release no names yet because they didn't want to be all put around the internet, but we're actually training some to be some pit coaches going forward, which has been awesome. And this is really a great event. We're going to have the live auction. We've got the kids cook off is going to go on as well, supporting the kids. And what's cool about this thing, the people that surround this thing that follow this cook off is there is a little over 211 spots that people come for this cook-off every year to experience what we got to share with them. And we're actually going to be doing this live. And if you weren't going to be there, so I'm actually going to be playing with my equipment there to do the same thing I wish you were doing. And I didn't mean to say that out loud, but anyway, we talked about it earlier. Here I go. You know me, I'm just spilling the beans anyway, but it's all about life. You know how this goes. And this event has been one of our heart sold events. And it's crazy because, I get a lot of calls about the cost of it. and it's $500 to enter the thing. We're really charging $300. We're paying the whole extra payouts for everything. It's just about supporting our veterans, first responders, and coming into a great event because we have a cool. I've never done auctions like this. It's crazy. We spend the whole night collecting money because we got people that don't sign up. It doesn't matter, but we always get it collected. I've actually had a guy that's paid us out this whole year that spent $10,000 and wants to come back this year and he goes, I'm sorry, I left. I lost you because it's a auction in a swimming pool. Who does this? It's totally nuts.
Normally, we're like, as barbecuers, you've been on the other side of it. You're like, oh, let's get, how long is their auction, type thing.
Yes.
This one is special. It's a lot of fun. You got some auctioneers that do a great job out there, and you're in a pool hanging out, just spending good times with your friends because we do this in August. It is hot as what outside.
It is very hot.
So once you turn in, clean up, you just go to the pool anyway and just wait for the awards.
Yes, wait for the awards. The awards will be in the pool. And for you guys, and I get it because y'all been to a lot of events that you go, oh, great, they're going to keep us trapped here. And I get it. And it doesn't bother me if you don't donate a dime. Just come support the event or just say, hey, thank you. Just come thank the veterans that are coming to cook, that learn this task that we do.
Absolutely.
That's all I ask for the barbecue world. And your awards will be first. And when Nick comes with that, y'all can do y'all's thing. But we have an amazing event, and it's just been a great thing. And we know how it is, economy, and we see the price of cook-offs too. It's like insane of what it costs to do one nowadays. It's but if you're going to play in this world, it's part of it because it was the same thing back in my day. To be competitive, to do what you want to do, or be a part of an event. If you're going to cook with the best of the best, I always surround myself with that. And if you're going to do that, you better be along for the ride because that's what it takes nowadays, especially look what y'all get now. Back in my day, I was digging through trash cans, shigging and stuff, and y'all got internet and crap like that.
Back in my day, we had to write everything and type it out on a typewriter.
Yes.
And then it gets smudged because the moisture, the humidity was out there. It is a lot easier right now. And I said it on the show. I was like, now is the hardest time to cook in competition barbecue ever, just because of all the information out there.
Uh-oh.
Hello.
Are
Rob is
you
stuck.
Rob, you're stuck.
Go ahead, Stacy, if you can hear me.
Oh, I
Now
hear
we
you
can
now.
hear you. We were both
back.
We're good. You're back.
I'm back. Anyway, what I was saying is there's lots to do out there for families. Even if you don't want to go out there, obviously somebody wants to go cook, but if you want to bring the family and give them an extra, maybe they don't always go with you to contests. This is the one you want to bring them to. This is the one you want them to come out and experience what you guys do. Bring the kids, bring the parents out there because it's just a lot of fun, and it is focused around first responders, veterans, everything that Joey and the Texas Chrome Heroes Foundation has going on. They welcome everybody. They're set up front. You guys are always up front. There is always something you guys feed whoever comes up there. It is just a wonderful, family-friendly, just an event. And this is something that maybe you're on the fence about checking out Competition Barbecue. Come check it out. Come hang out with us. See what we're all about. This is one of the events that I would totally recommend to come check out and experience meeting the people, seeing what the competition's all about, seeing what the Texas Chrome Hero is all about, and just having a wonderful weekend because it's really awesome. It is one of my favorite ones out there.
It's a great time for the whole family and everything. You get 6 wristbands in your camping spot, and they got still some cabins available as well. If you don't have an RV, they also deal with rentals as well. So contact Lost Lagoon, talk to Janet. She can give you a whole rundown because we run everything through them, and they can get you fixed up. And just come check it out. You can even get a day pass if you just want to come see something and hang out in the pool and stuff. I think it's a whole $25 a family or something like that. But, they just contact them and they're going to let you in, because this is a weekend that we kind of open the doors up, and with Steve Lucas and those guys and his whole crew, they let this weekend kind of flow and just let everybody kind of be involved and experience some cool stuff.
It's great. Larkin has a question. Sean, Larkin Dirty Underwear Gang is Thursday night extra. Do you know how much? I don't know if you have that information.
I really don't have that information. I think you're probably going to pay like, I really
65. I think it's
50 or
Yeah.
65 bucks.
somewhere in there.
It's somewhere around there for the extra night.
Yes.
Plus the wristband. The wristband.
Plus
the
whatever you
wristband.
spend in the pool.
Your credit card
Exactly.
So if you're going to play with the stuff, because they got all your food, because the only way they can really track this, and a lot of people had this question as well, and I want to go ahead and answer it going, they don't deal with cash, because you got people carrying cash in the pool, trying to pay this and in and out and stuff. It's a credit card thing only. It's a tough thing for a lot of folks to deal with, but you can also feed your own family, do your own stuff, drink your own beer out in your campsite and do your stuff. But when you come in there and stuff, they've got to have the wristband just in case you need to get something, and they just track it with that. If you're going to buy at the bar, you're going to get some food for your kids, or if they're going to do on a special ride, because they got all this new stuff now that is neat for the kids to do, the little bouncy thing in the pool. I think that's like $10 a kid, or you get a weekend package. So like I said, Janet answers all those questions, Lost Lagoon, and can help you with everything that you're thinking about doing if you're going to come to this event.
Wet money is hard to count, says Minotti. Yeah, absolutely. And for the guys that are looking to cook that weekend, this is the only CBA event on the calendar. There is an IBCA event, but it is the top 50, so you have to be invited to do that one. So this is pretty much the only game in town. I know there's some up north, maybe with Outlaw and somewhere else, but this is the only game in town in the south.
I think we only got 25 spots left at this point. I think we're up to 50 teams. So
we got 25 spots left and a little over 2 weeks to go. This weekend will be the second, so then that'll be in 2 weeks after that. So somebody asked, and I did see it, I think G. Walt asked a question. Ty can maybe find it. He's asking, can you show up on a Friday? I don't think you would want to do that, G. Walt, especially with only 25 spots left. I think you want to get that signed up, make sure you get taken care of beforehand. Is there enough room to sign up on the Friday of? This is not one of those contests that you want to do that.
I would sign up first, but you can arrive on Friday, because I know everybody works, and they'll be funneling them in. They've got a good system right now of getting everybody parked and all that good stuff. So we're trying to put all the cookers to one side. The rest of the RV park's full on the other side. They pushed everybody to the back and trying to put all the cookers kind of all together. So
Yeah, this is the one too. If you do register, you have to register on the Lost Lagoon website before you can reserve your spot.
Yes. Perfect.
So you have to pay for your space, right, before you enter the contest. Is that what you're saying, Stacy?
Correct. You have to
Oh,
you have to get on Lost Lagoon, and you have to register for the cook-off on the Lost Lagoon website, and then you can call and pay for your spot.
Yes.
Okay. There you go.
So get registered first, and then you can pay for your spot.
Anything that we failed to mention about the cook-off, Joey, because I do want to get into the outdoors, what we got going on here.
And I think we pretty much covered it. It's like I go through this motion of this stuff, and Stacy's always pretty good about backing me up. So,
Stacy, did we fail to mention anything about the cook-off? That's what I should be asking.
I think we covered it all.
We got live entertainment and stuff that's going to go on through. So
you always have great entertainers. Last year, oh my God, it's off the top of my head, but who famous entertainer you had last year?
Yes. So we gone through with Lost Lagoon, because now they turned it into an amphitheater, and for us to go through the path, they already got their entertainment lined up for what they're doing. And it was something that we agreed upon, because what they've done, that's what they do a lot of. If anybody follows Lost Lagoon, they have big music fest now, and they pretty much got their entertainment already lined up, and we just go with the flow. So they took that out of our hands because we don't have to fund that anymore. So that was a good thing that Lost Lagoon sponsored for Texas Chrome, going, hey, let us take care of the entertainment from here going out. And we've got some new people. I really don't even remember who they are right now, but
okay, good.
They have not failed of what they're doing for entertainment. They still got Clint Templeton playing there. We're going to miss him, but they wanted to mix it up. So yes, he's been great. He's been through the foundation as well, and wish we could just have him just for there, but also he gets booked just as well. And for us to go through that, we just got out of the booking stuff of it. So Lost Lagoon took that off the shoulders because as we've grown and as we done this, and they're growing as well. So it's crazy. It's kind of crazy how they do it, but they're doing a great job because they are hiring more people. They're growing just like anything else. It's a great place. If you've never been to Lost Lagoon, if you don't come to our event, you got to go check that place out because it is the designation to check out.
Thank you, Ty. There's the flyer. Again, we're down to 25 spots with 2 weeks out. Make sure you get signed up for this one. There's a lot of money up for grabs as well, and they're still helping out their foundation as well. So make sure you get signed up for this. This is always a good time. Again, Stacy and Josh won it last year. They're coming to defend, but you guys can go out there and put your hat in the pool and see what happens on this one. I do want to take it back to, you mentioned you've got the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo. You have the San Antonio Rodeo. And of course, you got this one, the Texas Chrome Heroes Foundation Cook-Off. Those, to me, are y'all's top three, your big three that y'all really focus on. I did hear you mention we're going to go and do some VFWs or some volunteer fire departments. I love that, Joey. I love the fact that you guys are going to go out there and support these local events, along with doing everything that you already do to help veterans and first responders. So, again, I commend you guys for taking that approach. How did that come about? Because I think that's really important for the foundation. I think it's really good for barbecue to see you guys out there at supporting a lot of these VFW events or VFD events are smaller attended cook-offs. To have you guys out there is going to help everybody involved.
Yes, we got this idea together. Brandon brought this together with Snow's Barbecue. Believe it or not.
Oh, really? Nice.
Snow's Barbecue is going to be one of our major sponsors with us to help those events go on. And we started an event there with that they started there that we're cooking at as well. And it's going back to the barbecue where we started, because that's where we kind of did. And to get to these, I'm not saying they're smaller events. I think they're forgotten events, that doesn't have a big count. And I think that we can make a big impact to show that, and probably draw some cookers to come compete against us as well, to help these VFWs and these type of first responder events. I think it's going to be great. My winter time's coming up. So Brandon's going to take care of the summer stuff. I'm going to break off, and I'm actually going to cook some this.
I love it.
Yes. So I'll be back in action a little bit to play with some of these. So I'm really looking forward to it.
Last thing is, what do you guys look for in pit coaches? I know you guys, I don't know, y'all used to ask for help on that. Are y'all still requiring that or needing that kind of assistance, or y'all got that pretty much lined out at the moment?
Well, we've got a pretty good little strong force right now, but I think we're going to need more of that going in the future, because I really like to, I'm going to cook some of these events, but I'd rather just be present and actually get a local pit master at some of these cook-offs that we do that's willing to give up their time and going, maybe I'll just cook for Texas Chrome Heroes Foundation, and let's bring somebody up. And also that is geared up. I'm not looking for the best of the best, but I really want it from someone that's involved in their community. Like if we're getting to these smaller events, that's someone that's probably won that thing, and not saying they won it, but also involved with the community, because that's the biggest thing. It's surrounding yourself with good people, getting good pit coaches that, I'm not saying they had to win a championship. I don't care if they actually had a grand champion, but if they can engage and actually good at barbecue that we can teach them with, because we're back at the teaching stage.
Yeah.
We want to bring some people up that's probably never been up there. I mean, we've got veterans already lined up that want to do this. And this is the part that we got to get back to ground zero with is, hey, we've already had, we do a lot of rotations of bringing some veterans back that want to be involved, but we stepped up the ladder every time to give them more duties, more things to do. Okay. We've always hired pit coach. I say we hired, didn't mean that at all. We always had volunteer pit coaches. That is in our barbecue world. That's high, which is great. But there's a spot for these guys that come up and get these veterans in to teach as well. And I think that's what we need to tackle next.
100%. Ty will put the website on there. But somebody Q82 asked, as a veteran, how do I get info on doing this? So I think he's asking about maybe as a veteran, how does he get involved by being maybe a going through the program, or he might be asking about becoming a pit coach, which I think is also equally important. How do they find out information if they want to volunteer their services as well for being a pit coach? How does that work out, Joey?
Ty's got it there too as well. It's texaschromebarbecue.com, and also you can go to texaschrome.org as well, but it goes to the same site. And just fill out the veteran application, and in your note section at the bottom, how you found out about us, what would you like to experience, or if you'd like to help or be a volunteer, we'd love to have you.
There you go. Thank you, Ty. And Ty, if Ty can get in here, producer Ty, who is a veteran himself, who's been served in many deployments. I've got his wonderful boots back there. I got a left and a right, or a right and a right. It doesn't matter. Ty, what is this? You're hearing all about veterans, and as a veteran, I know you've kind of been touched through this. You've kind of been on the outside of it, or you kind of been through it with Carlos, I believe. But talk about maybe a veteran out there that's listening, through your veteran lens. What do you think they can expect, or maybe what they should do? Because a lot of these guys are guys, right? They're guys. They're like, I don't need that kind of thing, or I don't want to put myself out there. Let's talk to that person and see how we can get them involved here.
Yeah. So my name's Ty Cobb. I joined the Army back in 1998. I served a lot during the Global War on Terror, and I deployed mostly with military police, infantry, combat engineers. And then the very last in my career, I really had time to get involved with the VFWs, the Combat Vets Motorcycle Association. But the thing that really resonated when I was even still active duty at the VFWs, they would have cook-offs. And so I got out in 2017 and got involved with the VFW right there in Tomball. And they started having cook-offs. Candy Baines was the promoter. Tom Clark introduced me to Joey Smith with the Texas Chrome Heroes Foundation. And what I saw when we had a cook-off there, I don't even remember which one it was. It was either our heroes or the
BBQ.
Yeah, so one of those two. So I remember seeing his passion for veterans and what his program did, and then the impact it had on the teams. I was immediately hooked, but I wanted to make this stuff production back then. Like, that's why I wanted the rock stuff with the awards. But like, everything this program does for veterans is it takes the things that we did in the military, which was meticulous preparation for a global war on terror that we had to leave our families for and be away from and isolate, ourselves away from our real lives. And this right here, this enables us to really scratch that itch by all the preparation. So there's so many neural synapses that can be reconnected in a good way associated in your preparing, and your family's involved with this. In my estimation, I work with Got Your Six Culture, the So Smoking Gooder Show, the VFW, Tomball VFW Post 2427, the Rescue for PTSD, which is service dogs, and then the Project Zero, which is, get out there. It gets veterans out there. But what the cooking community does for veterans is bar none personified by what Texas Chrome Heroes does. When you get a veteran out there and teach them they can engage with people, they don't have to isolate. They can scratch that itch, have the camaraderie, be able to be in a comfortable environment to share whatever they want to share. That's what I experienced with the Tomball VFW way back when CBA first started. And I don't know how many years Texas Chrome had been in business at that time, but I met Joey Smith a while ago, and the things he does for veterans, from Carlos Calzada to Josh Hale to I can't remember his name, but I know he's out in West Texas. Help me with his name, Rob. Anyway,
West Texas. All right, go ahead. Chris Webb.
Yeah, exactly. So there's other people involved, and what this has done has been amazing. So I applaud you for that, Joey Smith, and hats off to you, brother.
Well, thank you. As it's gone on, you know, we've been stretched thin, and for us is we all grab a hold of somebody and try to get them helped and do their thing. And the organization is great. It needs to be stronger. And it's just doing the networking and stuff we're doing right now. And I feel like I dropped the ball on a lot of people, but as you know, everybody just has that strong shoulder that just keeps on driving. And we always have our faith. And that's my biggest thing now. And keep it going. Because, you know, we had a lot to break off, and, you know, no one sees the back scenes of, y'all got to see the happy veterans, but we've gone through the road of the tough veterans that got in the program and it wasn't the right spotlight for them. That makes any sense.
Sure.
And to rewind that and deal with the PTSD of the classes that I've taken and working with the U.S. Marshals now, that's helped me guide this to find out if this is the right spot for them. Because to me, it was an enjoyment of barbecue. And that's why we're getting back to the outdoors part of it, or finding them in a most calmer environment, if that makes any sense. Ty, you could probably post in on this right now, because you know that you were one of those guys as well. I mean, look at you. You're on your own podcast now. And back then you didn't want to be around anybody, and you were soft-footed about anything that you were going to get involved in. Help me with that.
Yeah, exactly. I was telling Rob, like Rob has only met like the real, very calm time in the last couple of years. But in 2017, I came off of deployment after deployment, getting ready for deployment. And I have 6 children, and all of them grew up without me there. And so there's so much stuff that is just decompressed when you get out of the military that you just deal with on a daily basis when you're in the military. And you learn to compartmentalize that when you're in the military. And then when you get out, and if you're not part of a tribe, if you're not have a pretty set purpose, if you don't have something and people that you can count on, a network of people that can, if, you know, cooking doesn't work for you, maybe you go hunting, you know, if you don't have that, you can fail pretty quickly. And there's so many good things happening, especially in Houston, with just those organizations that I named off. But Texas Chrome Heroes does wonderful stuff for veterans. And Tom Clark, thank you for introducing me to Joey Smith all those years ago. I still have the coin, and I'm sure you have my coins, Joey.
Yes, I do. A rack of these things that would be on display, and it means something a lot to us going forward, because I look at this, and as we're going forward, you know, the ones that I've brought down here of just the spur of the moment, and that doesn't want a spotlight. You know, you sit here and we want to do social media and stuff, but there is these guys that don't want no part of advertisement, just want this time to be alone and kind of like go fishing. I mean, I've taken singles out that didn't want no part of the program, thought I was a sales pitch guy, you know, trying to put them in a spotlight. So, you know, you got to learn how to deal with that. And that was our transition now. And that's what we were going through. So I didn't want to leave nobody out. So we did a lot of ghost shadowing of taking care of veterans. That has been a blessing that we get the heart of, to see them and take them out for, heck, if I had them come out here and put them on an ATV, and he goes, man, I just want to go ride around. So I put them on a beach and barged it out there, and they're on a 4-wheeler, and we go ride down to the beach and stuff. And we got a big cross out here on the front beach that is a private beach of 33 miles of Matagorda Bay. And I've taken probably, you know, right now we're looking at 25, 30 veterans that's been through the program of just coming here, of just being silent. And to me, I'm going to really respect that going forward. And I'm very blessed to get to do what I do right now. And as it's growing, you know what, we're going to grow it. and do our thing. And what's cool, the supporters are getting behind us now. They really understand that because these guys, they need us in a bad way.
100. Thank you, Ty. That was
Yeah,
awesome.
absolutely.
Yeah, you're amazing. Thank you, Ty. Thank you for your service. A lot of people are chiming in. Somebody asked, damn, Ty, have you lost to weight? Yes, he has. Yes, he has. My boy, producer Ty, looking good. Joey, I know you're part of the foundation. It's not just you. But, man, what you guys have done, the Texas Chrome Heroes Foundation, you got to be proud of. This is really great work, God's work that you're doing. I know that this event that we got coming up, I hope will be – it's already, we're third of the way full. Let's get that last third full. Let's get it going on here. But we'll come back to talk more about a little bit about that. But I do want to – sorry, my damn dog. I do want to do a quick little break and do the wrap-up recap and other stuff and come back. We'll talk Texas Chrome Outdoors. We'll also get both of y'all's Mount Rushmores and barbecue homies. And then we'll do so that's 4 on your mountain that you want to put, maybe inspired you, helped you along the way, whatever it may be. The 4 people, you get one in the gift shop that gets a nice little bobblehead. I'll give you some time to think about it. But you got about 5 minutes and we'll come right back to you guys. And then we'll talk Texas Chrome Texas Chrome Outdoors. And then we will maybe do a couple of Rate My Boxes and we'll get out of here. Thank you very much, Mr. Joey, Captain Joey Smith, and our co-host of the evening, Miss Stacy Hale. But you guys can take a quick break. We'll come right back to you. This is the time you can go kick the tires. I'll be right back. Ty's going to play some music. I'm going to do this wrap-up recap and the upcoming events segment very quickly. There we go. Let me pull up this slide. We'll do the Bull Printing Wraps and Graphics wrap-up recap. It's not just sponsored by Bull Printing. We got Rec Tech. We got Bull Printing. We got All Fired Up Cook-Off down there in New Hampshire, I think this was. The Chick Farm Barbecue Classic, the grand champion, Humphreys Barbecue. They are going to the Jack because that was an auto, the last auto. And we have an RGC, the American Barbecue Company. Congratulations for that. And again, that was in New Hampshire. And down in Clute, Texas, we had the Great Texas Mosquito Festival. How about our good friend, Mr. Carl Davis from Cast Iron Cookers? He was the grand champion. The RGC was Josh Jones from All American Riggers. Over in the IBCA, we had the 3rd annual Smokin' Summer Barbecue Cook-Off. The grand champion was Mickey Lang from Bad to the Bone Barbecue. And the RGC was Herman Hernandez from Second to None Cookers. I love this. This is twice that they've been Second to None Cookers, but they were RGC. It's funny. The Hill Country Rally for Kids. The grand champion was Eddie Morales. There he is right there. I told you he's a part of this show. The Pit Father Barbecue. The grand champion was Mr. Aaron Leslie from Texas Oil Dust. Let's see if Ty has that queued up.
Well, hello there. How you doing? I'm Aaron Leslie with Texas Oil Dust, and today you're watching the So Smoking Good Show.
Thank you, Mr. Aaron from Texas Oil Dust. There's the chopping block, Mr. Keen, and there's JB Waterwells. All right, and that's not it, is it? Oh, here we go. The last one, the Curly Q Classic, the grand champion, Smokin' Volts Barbecue. The RGC was Cynical Barbecue. Sorry, there was no Outlaw or Lone Star last weekend. In Dodge City days, day 1 and 2, the grand champion for day 1 was Money's Stove Barbecue. RGC was Meat Candy Q. And day 2 was Finger Like 'em Good. And the RGC Damn Fine Beef and Swine. There were other contests. You can go to kcbs.us to find all of those contests out there. But that it was the wrap-up recap. And we're going to do now the upcoming events segment. Where's it at right now? Here we go. We'll get this knocked out real quick. This weekend, again, there was only one in this weekend. Next weekend, there are 3. So this weekend, we got the Hope for the Hill Country in Bandera, Texas. I will be there. That is a state championship. the Summer Under the Stars. That is next weekend, in Poteet, Texas. Next weekend, the annual Biggest Little Cook-Off in Garrison, another state championship. And in Lebanon, Connecticut, we got the Elwood Barbecue and Blues in Lebanon, Connecticut. How about the Northeast really taking to CBA? I'm enjoying this. I like seeing these contests. I like seeing the winners out there. A lot of these Texas teams are traveling up there to go and do those contests. All right, over in IBCA this weekend, we got the Flames of Freedom in La Mesa, Texas. And we got the Schulenburg Festival in Schulenburg, Texas. The Flames of Freedom is a state championship. Schulenburg, they did not have a state championship designation. Next weekend, we got the Anderson Fire Department's 5th annual cook-off in Navasota, Texas. Again, that is next weekend. That is a state championship. There's JB Waterwells. There it is, our buddy Northrop. Our buddy. His name is Buddy. And thank you, Case. We got the Going for Broke in the Pacific Northwest in Brush Prairie, Washington. Look at all these Texas sanctioning bodies going outside the state of Texas. That is, again, in Brush Prairie, Washington. That is a state championship in the Outlaw Barbecue Association. Where is it? Right here. Here we go. And in Lone Star, we got the Band Boosters Cook-Off in Hamilton, Texas. And we got the 14th annual Lavernia Cook-Off in Lavernia, Texas. I think that might be next weekend. Not 100% sure. And, of course, you can go check out all the KCBS events in the kcbs.us website. But just a couple to mention: Great American Barbecue Worlds, Port Jervis, New York, and the All-American Barbecue Throwdown in Westland, Michigan. All right, thank you. That is going to do the upcoming events segment. Let's bring in producer Ty in real quick.
Producer Ty,
are you enjoying this so far?
Yeah, absolutely. I love talking about veteran stuff, and I think veterans really need this kind of thing. And this event going next week, big teams. I hope you get out there and do some good stuff for veterans. But I'm more excited to hear about like what Joey's going to do to bring the events back to like the Tomball VFW, like the Texas Chrome Heroes Foundation Thunderdome battle. Josh Hale named it the Thunderdome. So
he did.
There's all kinds of sentimental stuff that you can do to get all those VFWs involved. So I love it.
Stacy, what do you think about him naming it the Thunderdome?
It's pretty accurate, man. He always comes up with the weirdest things, but he's not wrong. You just don't know about that place.
Yeah.
You look forward to going every time, though, even though you're like, I might be last today, but it'll be worth it. We're gonna have a good time.
The Thunderdome has lived up to its billing, but it's definitely one that I always cook. It was kind to me this year. So we'll see how we do next year.
That's one of those cook-offs. It's just you better be on your game and be blessed with it, because you can cook just anything that you can cook, but it's just crazy. It's just got that feel of going, man, I'm going to do some great things here. And you just better just feel good at what you got, because no matter what you do there, it's going to lay the cards out on you, and you're going to, holy cow, I really thought I did something different. And then you go back and with a different recipe, or you're going to change something up, and you're going, what you cooked last year is probably going to win this year. So I don't know. It is the Thunderdome. It's one of those that's, you get on top. If not, you're going to enjoy it anyway.
Producer Ty, are you ever going to cook an event? Good question for Ty. We'll bring him on in just a minute. Oh, there he is. Right there.
Yeah, I cooked last year with in the Danny Dietz with Carlos Calzada. He was he was definitely the lead cook, but he's used to instruction. He taught me very well. I was listening. I took notes. I still have a lot of stuff that he told me that he probably won't tell anybody else, and he's been doing well. And I enjoyed that. And now Hero's going to come cook the Danny Dietz with him this year. So Carlos is an excellent mentor, and I have nothing but good things to say about anything where Joey's involved, VFW is involved, veterans are getting out and engaging. It's all good news to me.
And Ty has my step and half step chicken recipe. He's got it all, boys and girls. So hit him up.
all about using the tools you got in front of you for sure.
Yeah, I really do enjoy taking it all in though. Like I've cooked a couple times, and I used to be the water guy with Dave Holloway. So he's a United States Marine that was cooking at the time when I was introduced to Joey Smith. Captain Joey.
Captain.
You can call me Joey.
We're going to talk about that in just a second.
Yeah, all these veterans were involved at the Tomball VFW. Dave Holloway, Tom Clark had a brother that served, and Tom Clark introduced me to all these people, and that's why I'm involved with the So Smoking Gooder Show. That's why I'm the best dishwasher on the circuit. That's why I'm the best producer of the best fake talk show podcast about Texas Tip Masters. I don't know what we're calling it now, Rob, but you know what I'm saying. Like this,
I do.
It's therapeutic for me. Like Joey mentioned it. I have a podcast that I do on Thursday nights at 7 p.m. where we talk about veteran-centric things, mostly about transitioning out and kind of learning to have a different identity other than being the very strong-handed. I was a senior NCO in the military. You react a certain way. So just being able to get out and engage and be involved is a wonderful thing. So I could go on ad nauseum, but
Thank you, Ty. Thank you very much, my man. Mr. Joey, one last barbecue question. You are a barbecue legend. You said you keep your eye on what's going on out there in the scene. Any names or anything pop up or anything that's as an I won't say outsider, but as a legend watching, do you see anything that pops up, maybe a new rule or a new team or new something that's kind of catching your eye or intrigued your interest?
The only thing that's triggering my interest is watching some of our big boys just going out of the country right now. I'm kind of a big follower for LC Barbecue right now, just because, man, to watch him build his brand and the things that he does, and man, let's just go to Australia and go kick some ass. I mean, I'm so intrigued with stuff like that. And I only get to highlights. I browse through there, and all you guys that are out there just hammer it down, and the list goes on. Y'all know me. I got ADD bad as anybody else, and sorry I can't mention all y'all's names, but I do follow. I'm proud of everything that the sport has grown into and how you can do this in this high-paced world, because for me, barbecue's so high-paced. Is getting back to the teaching part, I real feel comfortable about it, and watching some of the ones that still actually go on some of my recipes and stuff that still hit out there, that is like really crazy, because one of my original stuff that I've never, and Josh knows exactly what I cooked at Houston. I don't lay off my stuff. If they don't like it, I'm going to cook my stuff. And I learned that of them goats of the world, of going, don't chase that. And you know what? Between Johnny Trigg and Jamie Gear in my ear, I mean, I still talk to him to this day, and going, just run it. Hell with it. Just run your stuff. And it took me years. And because you get new stuff, I mean, you want to try, people give you stuff and new stuff and this, and you look at class, you look someone beating you to death and going, well, they won 3 cook-offs in a row. Well, guess what? Let them have it. But when you start pathing off your path of you being in the top 10 and you're in the top 5, guess what? Now that we're in this Kuba point scale that we got right now, that's where it stays at now, because to me, I'll run it till I'm done. My stuff is Stacy knows I don't change nothing.
Awesome.
Did I interpret you not backing off of anything? Just throw it at them. What works.
What I know that works. If it worked, it's going to still continue working. You just got to just go with it. To me, that's the way I look at barbecue going forward for me now, to even try to get to the new latest and greatest. And to me, it's about, if you can stay in the middle road and just keep great barbecue going on, remember, you got to finish it on the cutting board. That's where it's at. People try to do it too strong up front, and you're just going to lose right off the bat.
Joey's been awesome. Stacy has got to experience the Texas Chrome we're gonna pivot here. Texas Chrome Outdoors. This is he's 4 years in now. And you mentioned earlier that you've been living, or maybe, I don't know, talk about the origins of Texas Chrome Outdoors. I understand why you did it. You mentioned it earlier. Maybe that's not their jam. Some of the veterans, thing of barbecue. So you have another actual option or avenue for them to, heal, right? So we'll talk about the Texas Chrome Outdoors. This is awesome. This is great. I love what you got going on out there. This is pretty cool.
It's cool. We're gathering up, teaming up with different ranches and stuff like this out down south here, and we're going to be able to take veterans in a setting of if you want to do some hunting, you want to do some hog hunting, and if you want to do some bay fishing, we're going to have this total option for this. Once again, it's all about the family of the veteran. We're not just worried about you. It's the growth of you and your family getting back on track, because I've gone through this process multiple times and I know how to handle this. And it's all about them coming back to their family and all ginning together. We don't want to leave nothing out. We actually, this weekend, we got a kids fishing tournament that's got veteran families, the whole 9 yards. It's free. They come down here, they get to go fishing, and guess what? It's a spotlight for the kids. And it's the same thing that we're going forward, because this option to come here, if you want to do some barbecuing down here and you don't have to worry about it. In the town that I live in, we still don't even have a traffic light in this joint. That's what I love about the end of the road of Port O'Connor. We have no traffic light, but we do have dogs like that too, because mine ain't barking. But
that was a Chihuahua, by the way.
Wow, I can't wait to meet your big dog. But it's been a blessing for us to rewind to like I told you, I left a high-paced world. I had a great company, and it's growing. James and them has been a great job. They've been on our board, and it's amazing to move from that to come back and really look at what you fast forward in life, to what you can do, and really know what my blessing is, what I'm supposed to be doing. And for us to birth this down here of, if they want an airboat ride, they get it. If they want to go grilling on the beach and they just want to bring their family, I've got a lodge on the island that we can house 30 something people at a specific time. We've got so many people that's donated down here. Time.
Damn it. Sorry. Go ahead.
No, it's all good. And the fishing, just like Stacy was just talking a while ago, I don't mean to rewind about the stuff, because getting back to a smaller community of giving that people doesn't know is, we have went here to give back to the flood victims of just donating. We have had 15 guides and lodges. We donated a little over, if you're going to do a number factor of $30,000 worth of fishing trips that we said we're giving away free of cost to go help the flood victims. That is going up for auction here this next weekend before our event. And it's a blessing. Texas Chrome Outdoors, get back to a path, because I'm good about running off the railroad track right now, but
you're good, bro. You're good.
For what we get to do down here, and the not leave nobody out. And I look at this, and Ty, God dang it, we relate. I've talked to him and a whole bunch about this, and we were not stopping the barbecue. We're just going to change it a little bit different to get the lower profile cook-offs going on, help these guys to start off in a basic small environment, because we only have a handful of things to get in. We got in these big rodeos to get into our bigger public's eyes and our bigger sponsors that wants to show what Texas Chrome Heroes does. And what's wild, we got so much response to that because they developed these other places that started a program, never followed through with it. And Stacy can relate to this so much to anything, because I've leaned on her. We've talked more about where we're heading, and it's called Growing Pains. But we don't want to leave nobody out. But you also got to get funding. And I tell you what, the funding, we drop a little over probably $200,000 a year. We give 100% of it back to everything. Wow. We're going to take them from fishing, and I want to double this by next year of Texas Chrome Outdoors doing its part down here to get that small percentage of these guys and women that are going through this. They've got an option. I didn't want to leave nobody out. Hell, I was doing calling for people that actually realize that they sign an application. And to me, hey, this is Joey Smith with Texas Chrome Heroes Foundation. Click. What was that? So I tried to call back and no answer. I went, maybe I'll send him a text. So I sent him a text and goes, well, I thought you were some sales guy or something trying to sell us something, because these guys are on edge and women are on edge with all this stuff. And it's hard. It's hard to get to relate with these people. But when you get these men and women under your arm and be able to experience something we get to offer, 9 times out of 10, they want to come back. And I said, you can always, we have a revolving door. This is not a foundation that you can just come in and go, it's a one-stop shop. That was so awesome. I'll never get to experience again. Yes, they can. But guess what? Bring someone new to the program with you that needs it. And we've actually got several of those coming for this event. And we have several scheduled down here to come for a great time down here. And it's totally doors open. I want to get hats off to all the folks in Port O'Connor and the Chamber of Commerce, because they know where we're heading for the next branch of this, because I can't go barbecue. Brandon and Alma and Roland and those guys, and, Josh and Stacy know it. They're going to kind of take care of that northern deal. I'm here working. I can't stop working. It's just, I got the corporate world here and these guys fishing, and they helped me make this part happen for these guys, and very blessed for this. Sorry for rambling on so much.
No, you're good. Stacy, you can speak on a little bit of it. You've seen the venue. You've been out there. Talk about what, talk about it, please.
I think the important thing to touch on too is you don't go there with the expectation of that you're having to talk about experiences you've had or dive into traumas or troubles or anything traumatic that's gone on. You go there to kind of let all that go, and it's kind of goes unspoken. Nobody's obligating you to any of it, but just even hearing Joey and Cassie talk about everything else that's gone on. I mean, they have groups of guys that have served together and use it as camaraderie and go down there and just have a good time, such as Joey said too, individuals who just want to get away and have a minute. And then there's families like us who went and keep going back. It's literally just a chance to connect. And I think that's the most important thing, is it's that connection piece, and it's an opportunity to kind of just let everything else go. You learn a lot from it without realizing that's what you're trying to do. And it's not something you feel obligated or pressured to really focus on in the moment, if that makes any sense.
It made perfect sense.
Absolutely. 100%. Daddy Dutch asked Joey, is there a sponsor/support us link on your website? I think there is. And Ty's put it out there, TexasChromeOutdoors.com.
Yes.
You get the other one as well. If anyone wants a teammate to help at Lost Lagoon, I'll be available. Just let me sleep on the floor of the travel trailer. G Walt, close on G Walt if you're gonna do that for somebody's trailer. All right. Anything else that we need to add for the outdoors? Because I'm excited, and Joey and I have set up something to where my kids were turning a birthday. We didn't make it happen. I think something happened as far as weather or whatnot, but I want to go out there and experience it as well, just so we can talk on it on the show and, highlight everything you're doing out there. It sounds amazing. I've seen the pictures with Stacy and the family, the Hale family, and what you do out there. And I've seen what you post. Podcasting, real quick. If you don't follow Captain Joey Smith on TikTok, you get an every morning coffee with Captain Joey post, which I love. I really do. I enjoy those. I'm jealous. I'm sitting in my office at this point. I'm like, oh, this guy's on the beach. He is going out on the water here. So, but all that said, I'm very happy for what you got going on over there. And it is really nice to see. And now, you and I have been talking about, this, what you want to help grow. Right. And I think growing out in expanding your brand has to do with some of the podcasting stuff. I see a lot of people doing it. Like I said, you got some great equipment. You sound amazing. But talk about what your plans are with the podcast and how is this going to help Texas Chrome Heroes Foundation, Texas Chrome Outdoors, the whole brand of Texas Chrome. What you're thinking about this, my man?
That's it. It's great. What's crazy about the podcast thing going forward, so I got approached and I got to thank Steven for this, bringing it on with the iHeartRadio goes. So 105.3 out of Houston. So I'm starting to do all the fishing reports out of Port O'Connor for them. So that will be publicized starting next week. And when I got knee deep into this stuff, and I really didn't think of a plan of going, what else am I going to do? How am I going to promote? And I don't type worth crap. As y'all see that I don't, when I respond or do a post, guess what? I got some great pictures and I know how to catch fish. But also, I had my big thumper of everything. Everybody goes, hey, you misspelled that. We're not going to the airport. That's an airboat you're going to go on. So I go, you know what? A better way is just talk my feelings like I've always done, and I'm good at it. And Cassie just goes, boy, this is going to be a great ride because you are the Jabberjaw. So I'm starting a podcast, Texas Chrome Outdoors. We're going to talk about everything about Texas Chrome. I want to talk everything about my community. This is my retirement place where I'm going to retire, and this is where I'm going to be. Port O'Connor is that designation, which Rob already spoke to y'all. He already has room and board taken care of. His fishing trips already comped, but still no scheduled date. But it's okay. I get it. You love barbecue, and you're going to be in that. And then as I know, Stacy's already planning her next year, and I'm pretty sure I've got those kids probably 2 or 3 times next year. So they already made their plans.
For sure.
Once you get here,
We'll come together, make it easy.
The experiences that I give and how I do my full service guide service, and also my whole community. There are open arms here of all our restaurants, my boat launch place of our tackle stores, from the whole 9 yards here. Everybody supports us, and I'm going to support them because it took me my first year to be here full time to become a local, if that makes any sense. You make a move. I mean, we lived up in the hill country up there for 16 years. Cassie and I devoted our life of running a record company, being involved with so many different projects, and those days kind of drawled away from us. Yes, we went back and forth and tried to do everything we do. And what's funny, Brandon goes, hey, man, he goes, I was my first year guiding here. I was going, golly, I don't know what the hell I'm doing, and I'm trying to figure this out. And he goes, Joey's just like anything else, man. He goes, this just takes time on the water. And that's what I did. I spent my first year and a half of just being on the water by myself, taking friends for free, figuring my stuff out, going before I even charge anybody. And by year 3, as y'all can tell, what pictures I post. And what's wild, I don't post half of my stuff because when I have veterans and stuff out here that want it in public view, guess what? Those ain't posted. And for what I've caught and done, it's been a very amazing track of what I've done and learned to go down here. And we're planning stuff. We feed the needy down here as well. My rotisserie rocks and rolls and helps the community. And I found my place in life. And I'm going back to Ernest, for us we beat the barbecue circuit to death, and me and him traveled to the same places all the time, cooking against one another, but we were the best buds. And I'm really so proud of Ernest because I do got to give him a hooks up, man. It's finally getting on the top of there, and it's probably the best barbecue joint. And I don't like to eat barbecue anywhere. I actually took to a barbecue place today for lunch for another event, which was great. But Ernest, man, you did a hell of a job, man. I love you. I had to give him a boost for that. But
he's amazing. That restaurant
I got him coming for duck hunting as well because he loves it. So and we do that as well. And we're going to take veterans hunting. We're going to take them everything that we could possibly do that we could provide down here. I've got a full circle of volunteers ready to go to get the next branch of Texas Chrome Outdoors lit up for this as well. So
That's
it's
awesome,
still
brother.
Texas Chrome Heroes Foundation, but as you know, Texas Chrome brand is going to do its thing, and it's going to be on a podcast. I'm going to be talking to everybody in town of fishing guides that work for me. It's going to be great.
Dude, I am so proud of you guys, you and Cassie, for what y'all are doing out there and still building. You said it's still 4 years old. It's baby. It's a baby.
It's a baby right now.
But it's awesome, dude. Fred Robles, Captain Fred, needs to book a trip with Captain Joey.
Yeah, Captain Fred, but man, they are on fish down there a lot hotter than we are. What's wild, we're going through all this fresh water stuff here. We got these 2 rivers flowing in here, and I'm not asking for anything bad or anything, because we really need some good salt water to come back into our bay. But man, hey, guess what? I'll trade you out. I'll go fishing with you. You go fishing with me. Let's do it.
Justin Payne with you. Have a great night. Thank you, Justin. I appreciate you. Well, cool. Well, let's do anything else on the outdoors, because I don't want to leave anything hanging before we get on to your Mount Rushmore, both of y'all's Mount Rushmore and barbecue homies. This is gonna be fun. We may get to a couple of boxes, but we're gonna get out of here in 20 minutes because we got stuff to do. Joey's got a boat to load, fuel up, whatever he's got going on here. Captain Joey, Mount Rushmore. These are Ty's gonna play some music. We're gonna put 4 people on your mountain. People that inspired you. And I love hearing from the legends, because you may bring up some names that a lot of the newer cooks, but you got to explain who they are, why they're important to you, please, and put them on your mountain.
All righty. So from the last time I done this about a year ago.
Yeah, let's do it again.
So I'm going to keep my ones. And so Harvey Gebhardt, Lone Star Barbecue. A lot of people ain't going to know him. Ronnie Michelle Wade. Jamie Gear. Wow. And then for him and I to be together was been awesome. I miss him to death. And Johnny Trigg is one of mine, but was that already 4?
That's 4.
Okay. So those are my Mount Rushmores.
You got one on the mount on the gift shop. They almost made it on the mountain. They get a nice little bobblehead. They're in the gift shop. Who's that? Yes.
So Josh and Stacy Hale, just because for just a short period of time barbecue. Yes, I'm telling you, you don't know how heart my strong is to watch y'all. You're not done yet, and I know y'all's goals, and I'm so proud of y'all. What y'all did in a short period of time. Love y'all.
Oh, thanks. Love you too.
I don't have a Josh Hale or Stacy Hale bobblehead. That one is that's a collector item right there. All right, Miss Stacy, same thing goes to you. I'm excited about this one.
Oh man. Well. Okay, well, for sure Joey for me, because honestly, like even when Josh started, I wouldn't touch a thing, and I just sat in a chair, and he would always be like, "You want to stir this sauce? You want to mix this up? You want to try that?" He never just discounted me as someone to sit there and tried to keep me involved. So for me, that was a big deal.
Yeah, that's important.
Next is Reagan. Reagan would literally give me the shirt off of his back if I asked him to. He answers any question, does any and everything he possibly can for us, our family, our kids, you name it, he's going to do it. Third one would have to be Aaron Leslie.
Nice.
He has adamantly helped me nonstop with anything. He's kind of been, he's probably been a big mentor for me personally, just learning to cook and do things on my own. And he full-heartedly helps me, hands down, and makes the best Bloody Marys on the planet. And I would say my fourth one, much like a lot of people, is going to be Bill. Bill is also one of those people who will help me in any way and answer questions, and is always willing to be honest and tell me where I could have steered a different direction. Love him for that.
Wonderful. That is a great Mount Rushmore. Captain Joey Smith, Barefoot Reagan Broche. Broche. How do you say his last name? Broche? Broche? I think it's
Brochet.
Broche. Okay. And then Aaron Leslie and Bill Purvis. That's really nice. All right, you get one in the gift shop. They almost made it on the mountain. Not quite up there, but who's that person?
I think it's you, Rob.
What?
I think that's you. You help me a lot too.
I
I'd say
try.
it's
I
you.
try.
Yeah, you do. You do a lot.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I'm going to cry. I know
Make you a
Joey cries
bobblehead.
on this show a lot, but I'm going to cry
Yeah.
right now. I get a bobblehead. I like
There
it.
you go. Come on, get them
All
to
right,
us.
guys. Now we have barbecue homies. Thank you, Stacy. That was very sweet. Barbecue homies, somebody that you talk about barbecue, Joey, when you were competing back in the day. Who's your barbecue homie that you had to talk to? And then just like the gift shop, you get one in the gumball machine. That is
That's a hard one
Mr.
right here.
Eddie Morales.
Because we were always communicative of somewhat, but man, once again, wow, you kind of give me. You know what? I'm gonna say Reagan because me and him, yeah. Reagan's kind of been there with me. Like my second half, where I started getting strong, is where I met Reagan, and we always talked a lot. We really fed off one another and stuff. And God dang, when I met him, I didn't know what the hell I was thinking about, what kind of friend I was developing. But man, yeah, Reagan's my guy.
Love it. And your gumball machine, almost your barbecue homie. If Reagan don't answer, who you calling next?
Man, Reagan don't answer and stuff. So I'm back. Now I'm sitting here going like,
it could be nowadays. It could be nowadays. Who's your homie? Barbecue.
Clint Swindoll. Good Life Barbecue.
I thought that was going to be it right there. Clint Swindoll. What a great speaker too, by the way, Clint Swindoll.
Oh goodness gracious, man, he is.
Yeah.
It's awesome
so
too.
nice.
And what's wild about them, he's got a lot going on as well. But man, when it comes to barbecue, you walk in his trailer. I mean, we're all messy rats. So regardless, we knock it out, get barbecue done. But man, the cleaning stuff that he does, and there's a computer of everything that he does exact same time every day.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh Jesus! I mean,
I can't be that guy.
I can't either. I mean, I'm pretty sure they got a schedule when they drink a beer. When I do that.
Hey, you know what? It works for him. Obviously.
It works for him.
Absolutely. All right, Miss Stacy, same question. Who's your barbecue homie? And gumball.
Man, I would say Reagan doesn't count. So for sure, Josh and I are one. So it's Eddie, always Eddie. And then, your gumball. Sorry, Rob, you're just always right there.
Oh wow!
Oh,
God.
gumball too. All right, I didn't.
Today. Wow, this bobblehead's getting big.
I'm a 10-cent gumball. I'm a nickel gumball. Back in the
Well,
day,
it just went to 10. You got 2 gumballs.
Love it.
You did.
Thank you, Miss Stacy. That's why she's co-hosting tonight. No, I'm kidding.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
no, I had no idea.
Rob made me say that to be on the show.
No, absolutely not. We had zero training, Stacy, and you're doing a phenomenal job. Thank you very much. What do you think of her, Captain Joey, and her co-host duties?
Man, is this your debut, Stacy? First time?
This is it.
Yeah,
This is my first time.
You did a fabulous job. This is awesome.
Oh, thank you.
I think so too. I'm excited to see hear your podcast. I'm excited to hear.
Hello, we still here, Stacy?
Man, yep, still here. We lost Rob again.
Okay. It's all good.
There
you go.
There he is.
You're back
He's
now.
back.
I need some Texas Chrome Heroes equipment, apparently, or at least
called the
modem.
Rodecaster Pro 2.
No, it's my modem. It sucks, and it's right next to me too. By the way,
I'll have to change my voice.
Oh gosh.
All right, stop showing off, Captain Joey.
Rob's
Stop
getting jealous.
showing off. Yeah, you're making me look bad. But no, what I was saying is I'm excited to hear the podcast. I'm excited to see what kind of turnout we have for the Texas Chrome contest, which is coming up in a couple weeks. Again, if you guys are not signed up, please do that. And of course, Texas Chrome Outdoors. This has been a full show. We're gonna do 2 boxes, Ty. Pick your 2 best boxes. And
so I was going to ask, did you load any boxes, or are these boxes that are in here left over from last week? I got
they may be left over. I don't think I loaded any boxes.
Do you remember a bourbon and blues chicken?
Yes, that was we did that one last week.
Okay, I've got some boxes then.
All right, pick your 2 best, and then we'll get out of here because it's almost 10 o'clock. This has been a great show, Joey. You've been I can't believe you talked for 2 hours. Can you?
Me neither. I mean, you're getting me a break-in process.
I love it. Stacy, you have been amazing tonight.
Thanks, this was fun.
Is always so cute. Hair did, nails did. I don't do my nails. What are you talking about? Thank you, Stacy. This has been fun. Okay. So Joey, and Stacy, poker face. We don't comment. We let the Gooder gang chime in on the scale, the CBA scale. 10 is excellent, 9 is very good, 8 is fair, and 7 is poor and personal. So we'll see how long the panel wants to go tonight, but I think we get 2 and we'll bust out. Yeah, Lucas and Joey can talk. 2 best. 2 best. ZZ Top Fan 9. All right, Gooder gang, chime in. Little Gringo's in the house. Eric, 9. In Eddie voice, that's a solid 7, says Lucas. Smoking and Toasting with a 9. Brandon Perriman, always 4. 9. Nicho, 9. Twisted D, 8. The 2 bottom ones are bigger. Yeah, they do stick out. Maybe the camera's just bigger, closer to it. Damn,
no, it looks like I'm married together.
All right, Stacy, for your first time on the Rate My Box, you go right ahead.
Okay.
Hey. We're trying to help these people.
Okay.
That's what you have to remember.
I love the color.
Okay.
I think they have a great color.
Me too.
I'm not in love with the uniformity. I agree with whoever said the front 2 are bigger, and I just don't like the layout in the box. I don't think it fits for those.
Mm-hmm.
But they do look tasty. So I guess I'm gonna go with can I say no, you're gonna say no. I'm gonna go with, I guess I'm gonna say a 9.
Stacy Hale with a 9.
Yeah.
Josh
They're
is
pretty.
cussing you. Josh is probably pissed
He's
off.
so mad right now. He's pissed.
Captain Joey, what you thinking here?
Sorry, got to speak honest, man. I'm going to give it a solid 8. I mean, obviously they know what they got going on. Just get you another 16 more chicken legs and sort through them.
You're saying the uniformity is throwing you off?
Yeah, it's throwing me off big time.
Yeah, I like the color, like Stacy mentioned. I can see a little bass boating as well. And I say viscosity because I do like the baked in sauce on here. But yes, we're just talking presentation. I'm sure they chewed well. I'm sure they ate well. I'm also going to give this an 8 as well. You can do a lot better in this presentation here. So 8 for me. All right, next box time.
So this box is our follow teams.
This is Surge's?
This is Surge's box.
Okay.
So I said every time, no matter if he fesses up or not, I don't know if he's in the comments, but we said every time when he did a box, he wanted this one to be judged. So he says, thanks for being honest, I'm sure. But yeah, I told him when he sent me this picture, I said, a judge like me would do this a 10, but I see what you're talking about with the 2 front ones. But man, I've seen he's got like a signature way that he does his chicken, and this is different than how he's been doing it. So
this is different. He's in the comments. He says, I hate chicken.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Thanks for calling him out, Ty. I'm just kidding. All right, next box, please. If that's my face, y'all can rate it a 7. We're looking for a box. Ty's picking his best box. Okay.
Hey, remember, we're judging this box, not comparing the two. That's why we're judging.
Absolutely. Absolutely. We do not compare boxes. Geez, 7. G-Walt. Paige. What's up, Paige? 8. Nice foil. Must be Rob's. This is not my box. Although that is some good foil work right there. That's one thing we say, Joey, is like the foil is the simplest thing you can do. You don't want your eyes drawn to some terrible foil. This is not. The foil is not even an issue here.
No.
Jared needs help. Q82 7 dark. Pull skin. ZZ Top, no thank you. I'll go first here. This isn't terrible. I don't like the pull from the skin on here.
No.
It's also not uniform. You can trim them up a lot better to make prettier looking bulbs, like light bulbs is what I'm talking about. But the 2 on the top definitely look a little thinner than the 4 on the bottom, or at least the 3 on the left side. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to give this an 8 as well. Joey, go ahead.
I'm going to roll with an 8 because I really want to eat this chicken, even though I know that they let the skin pull back and didn't nip the ends off and pull their extra skin across for it to be right, because they just ripped the legs. They just didn't know how to trim them up right.
Yep. 8 for Joey. Go ahead, Miss Stacy.
Same. I'm gonna go 8.
Ooh.
It just looks like maybe they ran out of room and decided to like put a couple at the top just because they had to. And I don't like seeing all the foil holes at the bottom, the way it's laid out.
Yeah, they could have probably rearranged this box for a better appearance using what they got, and could have hid some of that.
Right.
Stacy, you do a lot of legs. Y'all's team, Sure Shot.
Yes.
Can you help the leg cooker here? What would you do? What's the first thing you would do if you were gonna, if someone handed these legs to you and you're about to box them? What's the first thing you would do?
I always just pick based on uniformity first and foremost, and we always actually put them in the same direction as far as the way they lay, so we're not just laying them in there anyway. And definitely would have tried to hide or snip, maybe if I could, if there's bones. I don't know if there's a bone on the far right one where it looks like the skin is back, if that's why.
Yeah.
But snipping the ends if anything's hanging out of the end too.
Yeah.
Or
so you could trim,
making sure you go
you
over
could
the
trim
knuckles too with sauce.
just real quick
Where
for
you-
this cooker here. On the very far right one, what she was saying, you could trim that off and no one would know the wiser of anything. It would look like you perfectly planned that. You could trim that whole tip off there and it would be a beautiful looking leg. And you can do that all the way across. You're not done at this point. What Joey said earlier, the finishing table, that finishing process is the most important thing right before you box it.
And legs are cheap. Start with 16. Your whole large foil pan can rock and roll those things, and weigh your legs, sort them out.
Yeah.
I mean, get you to 7 to 8 ounces of what you're going to do for the legs. It goes in this box, and you'll do a lot better going forward. And let them run, and then pick out your ones at the end. You'll sort
Little
it
gringo.
halfway through the cook.
Get you
You'll
some
know
leg
it.
corners. If you want all that extra skin, yeah, you can cheat over just like we do on a half chicken. Ty, we got to have one more better box to get out of here on. The best box you have tonight, in your opinion, producer Ty. We'll get out of here after this last one. I'm excited with now. I just put all the pressure on producer Ty. Okay.
Woo! That's got my kind of box right there.
All right. Poker face, Joey. Captain.
Okay.
Captain.
Getting a woody
80
right
to
now.
90% of your score comes from the cutting board finishing process. Y'all agree on that? 80 to 90%?
That's pretty high.
Pretty high.
That was mine. No complaints about the scoring. My very first time doing legs ever in competition with no classes or tips beforehand. They tasted amazing, though. Congratulations.
Nice.
Nice job.
I knew they would. All right, 10 all day from G-Walt, 10 from Nicho, 10 from Lucas. I'd hit that. James Minotti, 9. That's Minotti Woodcrafters. Thank you, James. Q82, 10. Where are you from, Q82? Where are you from? 9.2. Missed some sauce on the front piece.
Ooh, where'd that go from?
We got some nines. I don't know what he's talking about. 7, Brandon, 7. 9. A lot of 9s chiming in here. Don't like the shredded, says Brian Fox. Smoking and toasting. Stacy Mejia. Are you going to be in Banderas either? Let's see. All right. I'll go first. I'll let Captain go last. And Stacy, you'll go second. Hatcher, not crazy about the pulled, but the monies look good. I will say that's the first thing that caught my attention. The monies, I do like the sauce on here, and I do like the chunks on the base from Giddings. All right, cool. Oh wait, I think I know this guy. I do like the chunks on the bottom right, and that, if you look at it, is almost a perfect square. From left to right, top to bottom, except where that pulled in the very first slice mince. I see some foil there. That would have been perfect. This is a 10, though. I can't fault it too much. I do not love the pulled. It looks a little too fine to me. I'd like to see it a little more chunky pulled, if that makes sense. A little more texture to that. That looks like it might dissolve in my mouth, which I'm not a fan of. But I like the execution here. I'll give it a 10. Go ahead, Stacy.
I love the color and the sauce, like you said. It looks very appetizing. The chunks and the medallions. I too don't like the shredded. To me, it looks a little dry almost. Maybe it's just a picture. I would go with a 9 though, because the back half of that box does not look appetizing to me.
Okay. And Captain.
Here I go. Man, the money's got my attention, and if you went this far to get the chunks right, I love the sauce. But obviously, you know how to do all three. To me, I would have never done the shredded. If you're this good at it right now, you need to take the next step and start pulling your bacon. If that thing had a line of bacon over there where that chopped stuff is, dude, this would be a 10 all day long. I'm going to give it a 9.
All right. Yeah, we can discuss bacon at a later time, but we don't have enough time to do that. But that was a great box tie. Good job. And whoever's box that was, good job. That was a good box. You know, we're overly critical as barbecue competition cooks and legends. But I'm talking to you, Joey. But you know, no, well, you're well on your way, young lady. But you know, you know, we try to help these guys, and all we're doing is trying to help you present it better. So take that with a grain of salt. But man, good stuff from the 3 boxes we saw tonight. Normally do more, but Joey, you were such a great guest tonight. Lots to talk about. You know, we talked about the barbecue, the outdoors, you know, everything we got going on, the podcasting. A lot of exciting stuff going on with you and Cassie and everything you got going on. So thanks for coming on the show and highlighting what you guys do, because it's very important. Of course, we got the event coming up the 15th and 16th in El Campo. Make sure if you haven't signed up for that, you want to attend, sign up. We only have 25 spots this weekend, 25 spots left for that contest. So make sure you sign up. But Miss Stacy, talk about Joey before we can let him close it out on us. You know, again, y'all been through the program. I appreciate. That's why I wanted you to be our special co-host tonight. Not only that, what y'all are doing in barbecue, but talk about the Texas Chrome Heroes Foundation one last time before we let Captain Joey get out of here.
Yeah. You know, I think for anyone that's interested in anything related to getting involved with Texas Chrome or a program like that, especially if you're looking to go through it, I think it can seem like a big step, intimidating, maybe daunting. They are some of the easiest, most down-to-earth people to talk to, though. And there's no pressure, seriously, no pressure to even get involved. So, I mean, make the phone call, get online, fill out the application, figure out what it is you want to do, and just have a good time with it.
Wonderful. Mr. Captain Joey Smith, close it out for us, my man. Talk about what you got going on, man. I thank you very much again.
Just prepping up for the competition and everything we got going in Lost Lagoon. I want to thank Carlos. Looking forward to having Johnny and Patty there as well. Johnny, I hope you get well. I know you went through knee surgery and all this stuff, and we had some losses that also is affecting us. But love you guys. James Miller, you're coming to be pit coaching too as well. Got Brandon and Alma coming. So, man, got a great circle of everybody with the foundation that's coming to tackle this job. And James, man, you've done leaps and bounds, and you're going to be the next one coming up here. He needs to be on this show as well, because watching his barbecue and where he's growing from right now, get ready, because you got another one coming up. That's he loves this sport, and he loves where he's heading, and I get to see his stuff every week, and he keeps me in the loop of the barbecue world right now. And thank you, James, man. You did a hell of a job, and we love y'all. But I don't need to sell anything. Y'all have done a great job, and thanks for always supporting us, Rob. And the Smoking Gooder Show has done a fantastic job of barbecue, and love you guys.
Thank you. All right, well, don't go anywhere, both of y'all. I'm going to drop y'all down, and we're going to close out this show. Ty, get in here. Drop them down and get in here real quick before we get out of here. Thank you, Ty. You're amazing in the background. You added some really good commentary. I appreciate you. You got to hear Joey just real quick close us out as far as what he's got going on and everything they do for veterans. As a veteran, it's got to be important to you.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, the Tomball VFW did nothing short of save my life, help me directly navigate back into civilian life, because, like I said, Rob, I was a very intense individual. Tom Clark got me involved into the cooking culture. First by literally just pouring water in Dave Holloway's pit. I was the water guy. And then I, progressed to being Tom's dishwasher. And that's what I've been doing ever since. I've cooked some, but the culture, the family-oriented, every weekend that you can take your place, you can take your family to. And then for a veteran to be able to get involved, like, I love what Joey's doing. I love the barbecue culture, man. Like, it's in my blood now. Like, that's why I do this. I look forward to doing this show with you every Wednesday, just so we can talk to the Gooder Gang.
You're awesome, man. Thank you, Ty. Appreciate you. All right. Well, that's going to wrap up the show for tonight. Again, thank you to each and every one of the Gooder Gang members that are tuned in tonight. What a great show talking about Texas Chrome Heroes Foundation, veterans, PTSD, the healing that's involved. Obviously, we have a contest coming up in 2 weeks at the El Campo Lost Lagoon. Make sure you sign up for that. It's August 15th and 16th. Right there, Ty's put it on the board. It's going to be a great event. It's the most fun you can have at a barbecue contest, and I really mean that. It's a lot of fun. Spending time with family, spending time with your barbecue family, and supporting everything that the Texas Chrome Heroes Foundation does. This weekend, we're going to be in Bandera. Hope you can come see us. We'll be in Bandera for the Hope for the Hill Country event, benefiting people that, everything involved with the floods and the July 4th floods, and of course the Texas Firewalkers. So if you are going out there, come say hi. We'd love to see you out there. And then next week or the following weekend, I'm going to go to the Shed in Mississippi and do that Rib Cook-Off Association Rib Rumble. So we're going to have some good content for you guys coming up real quick. All right, that's going to wrap up the show. Next week, I think I got somebody lined up, but that's not confirmed. But anyway, we'll figure it out. But tune in next week, Wednesday, 8 o'clock. Thank you to Joey Smith from Texas Chrome Heroes Foundation. And, of course, our co-host, Miss Stacy Hale. And, of course, Mr. Ty, producer Ty. My name's Rob. We are out. Thank you. Close us out, Case.
Good night to all of you wonderful people in Barbecue Nation, you too, California.